I'm not going into details. I prefer to spare you that of how Mahan dismembered what else he did to the dead woman. It's too horrible. So horrible that when Bernard Spilsbury examined the residual shambles in the bungalow, he said it was more gruesome than anything even he had ever seen. That, from a great pathologist with unique experience, constitutes a warning not to be ignored. About this aspect, then, I'll only report what's absolutely essential to keep the story in sequence and perspective. Mahan did the work, let's call it that, the work, over a number of days, over a number of nights. He used for the work the chef's knife and the saw that he'd bought on his way to the love experiment. When he thought the work complete, and Emily Kay beyond the reach of detective investigation or of scientific skill, he deposited the knife. It was identifiable, unlike the saw, in a Gladstone bag at London's Waterloo station. A few days later, he called back to get it out. Doesn't matter why, the police were then mounting watch. They stopped him. We're detective officers. Does that bag belong to you? Yes, it does. Can I see what's in it? Haven't got the key on me. Then I'm afraid you'll have to come with us. Rubbish, said Mahan. Sheer bravado. Come along. He went along many corridors that have led him here, to Lewis. Hassels pauses deliberately before his final question. Did you desire the death of Miss Kay? Never, never, never. You might almost think those words were a signal to the elements. No sooner are they spoken than there's a violent flash of lightning and an appalling crash of thunder. A storm's been brewing over Lewis all this afternoon, but to break at this particular moment, it's remarkable. And no less remarkable is the accused's reaction. Quite a lot of people are on edge in thunderstorms, but rarely to the same extent as Mahan now. His mouth twitches, his hands tremble. He shrinks back in the box as a man might do under gunfire. There is a possible explanation that the jury do not know, that Mahan doesn't give, that never came out at the trial. By strange coincidence, a thunderstorm had been brewing when Mahan, doing his grisly work at the bungalow, was dealing with the most grisly job of all. The head, the woman's head. He had severed it from the trunk, built a huge fire in the sitting room, placed her head upon it. Then, I owe a debt here to Edgar Wallace, who edited the transcript of the Mahan trial. Then the storm broke with a violent flash of lightning and an appalling crash of thunder. As the head of Emily Kay lay upon the coals, the dead eyes opened, and Mahan fled out to the deserted shore. When he nerved himself to return, the fire had done its work. The dead eyes opened. 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 eyes opened. Did you desire the death of Miss Kay? Never, never, never. You might almost think those words were a signal for the elements. No sooner have they spoken than there's a violent flash of lightning and an appalling crash of thunder. I'm not going into details. I prefer to spare you that of how Mahan dismembered what else he did to the dead woman. It's too horrible, so horrible that when Bernard Salisbury examined the residual shambles of the bungalow, the dead eyes opened. 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 He used for the work the chef's knife and the saw that he bought on his way to the love experiment. When he thought the work complete and Emily Kay beyond the reach of detective investigation or of scientific skill, he deposited the knife. It was identifiable, unlike the saw, in a Gladstone bag at London's Waterloo Station. A few days later, he called back to get it out. Doesn't matter why, the police were then mounting watch. They stopped him. We're detective officers. Does that bag belong to you? Yes, it does. Can I see what's in it? I haven't got the key on me. But I'm afraid you'll have to come with us. Rubbish. Mahan. Sheer bravado. Come along. He went along many corridors that had led him here, to Lewis. Castle's pauses. The dead eyes open before his final question. The dead eyes open. 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 A storm's been brewing over Lewis all this afternoon, but to break at this particular moment, it's remarkable. And no less remarkable is the accused's reaction. Quite a lot of people are on edge in thunderstorms, but rarely to the same extent as Mahan. Mahan now. His mouth twitches, his hands tremble. He shrinks back in the box as a man might do under gunfire. There is a possible explanation that the jury do not know. That Mahan doesn't give. It never came out at the trial. By a strange coincidence, a thunderstorm had been brewing when Mahan, doing his grisly work at the bungalow, was dealing with the most grisly job of all. The head, the woman's head. He had severed it from the trunk, built a huge fire in the sitting room, placed her head upon it. Then, I owe a debt here to Edgar Wallace, who edited the transcript of the Mahan trial. Then the storm broke with a violent flash of lightning and an appalling crash of thunder. As the head of Emily Kay lay upon the coals, the dead eyes opened, and Mahan fled out to the deserted shore. When he nerved himself to return, the fire had done its work. The fire had done its work. The fire had done its work.